Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The late groupie now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Now Davis fumbles it. And it looks like the defense has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To throw is Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Play action. Now it's Carr. And the catch made by Johnson. Fights. Touchdown, Saints. Jerome Johnson, 40 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. Touchdown! New Orleans! Jerome Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have taken the lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Xavier Gibson on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. On play action, now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Again, it's Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Jets.
On play action, it's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown.
Rangers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And again, it's Rodgers. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Going right back to Wilson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll run with Hall.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Now a play fake. Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes Reed.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man here is Conklin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Carr now to throw.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Juwan Johnson, 63 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A point after, good by Groupie. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw is Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position.
I ain't seen real bounce and see nothing. I ain't seen real. I ain't seen real. I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like, I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickness. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, can I Drop your bag, sass, I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jumping up a pump, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie say tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just sucking my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the smiles, all the ops gonna plow. They all in the sewers, the south in the clouds. I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, with the pants on the steps.
Got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some bed foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the... Great return.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Smith going to look to throw right away. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. And that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Smith. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 34. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking...
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
And it looks like the defense has got it. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 72 yards.
And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a first down to boot.
Here's Smith. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Geno down to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now it's Smith.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Gino.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Play action. Now it's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. On play action, now Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Throwing is Smith.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. I think they looked at an extra DB out there.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the buffalo teams like to call, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
A point after, good by Groupie.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
To the air again, Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Here's Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Now Geno. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
Smith. 1:57 to go in his first half on EA Sports.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Smith.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Evades him at the 20. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards on the play. That's good.
Now a play fake. Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's Carr.
Again, it's Johnson.
That is brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Olave holds it in. Got a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Carr now to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Well, either way, they were getting the ball back.
Yeah, and it was fourth down. Don't you have to try and take a shot anyway instead of trying to ground it? That didn't work at all.
Back to throw, Smith.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Smith now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, now how about this return?
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. they continue to keep the accelerator down.
He finds his man Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
To throw, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That one goes for 30 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
From the 50, it's Smith. Connection made with Chanel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down. Geno now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this one incomplete. Couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. They snap it to Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do it.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On play action, now Carr completes it to Perry. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. Now it's Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing is Smith. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And now here's another interception. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Carr. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Carr.
This one taken in by Olave.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave.
A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Geno. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the interception, here's Smith. His throw here is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Out of the gun, Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Carr going to look to throw. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Chris Olave. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Groupie for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Here's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now it's Smith. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Carr going to throw here. He completes it to Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up.